Johanna.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a little bit different. I'm doing a journaling process video in my new junk journal, but this process video is a hop, which means that I've collaborated with a couple of other YouTubers and we're all going to be doing a journal with me on the same topic. We chose to do the topic of goals, so just a general topic of goal keeping, and each of us are going to do our own little sort of interpretation of the journaling prompt. So in the hop there's also going to be Meg and Kaylee, who you might be familiar with, but if not, I'm going to link their channels down below so you can hop on over to their channels and take a look at their videos. So anyway, what I decided to do was take the last page in my junk journal and use this to sort of map out my goals for the year. So I divided my goals up into 4 different topics, and that was family, personal, creative / business or work goals, and the other category I did was motherhood. So a lot of these categories kind of mingle into each other, and some of the goals within those categories sort of overlap. But I just wanted to categorize it so that I could really just get down to the basic goals that I have for each aspect of my life. So I just wrote them down in the list form into the different categories, and I titled the top of that goals, and then in the next column I wrote out habits. So I just brainstormed some general habits that would help me reach those goals that I'd written down. So I just used some of those red bordered labels to decorate the page a little bit and write the habits within, and I also used washi tape to divide up the sections for the categories. For the other side of the page, I decided to go into a little bit more detail and to write out daily habits instead of general habits. A lot of those were the same again, but just to really break it down for me. And so to do that, I took some cream cardstock and I cut it into 4 pieces, and I'm still getting used to my new paper trimmer, so but I cut it up, and then I used some red stitching on my sewing machine to attach these little sort of index cards, I guess, onto the page. So I could have written directly onto the page, but I wanted to add those as little flaps so that I could do some more journaling underneath them later. Yeah. So once I stitched those on, I just took another label and I wrote daily habits on it, and then I stuck that into the little sort of blank spot I had on the page with an arrow pointing over to the daily habits. So the first column is goals, the second column is habits, and then the third column, which is the next page, is daily habits. So I just wrote a bunch of stuff, kind of boring for you guys to watch, so I just fast forwarded, but I just wrote out things I thought I could do on a daily basis to help me reach my long-term goals. So as you can see, those little bits of card lift up, and so like I said, I wanted to do some more journaling underneath that, and I just used that space to write out some reflective type journaling on the year that's just passed and on the year that's to come. So again, just pen and paper and just a lot of writing. And I know a lot of people don't really believe in the whole like new year, new goals type of thing, and they think that setting goals at the start of the year is silly, and I understand that, but for me, I think it makes sense to reflect on goals and where you want to be and what you've achieved in yearly segments. I think it just makes sense to do it that way, just to sort of break up your life into yearly segments. It's a good way to look back on the year that's just gone and see how far you've come and see if you're going in the direction that you plan to go in or that you wanted to go in, and to sort of reevaluate and see where you want to go over the next yearly segment. So for the last bit of journaling, I wanted to do a little bit more creative, decorative style journaling. So I just went through my little tin of paper scraps, and I took out some little book clippings and scraps of paper and glued them onto the page, and then I just used this space to write out a positive affirmation that I could sort of refer to, that was sort of in line with all of the goals that I hope to reach over the course of this year. Lastly, I just took out this little printed Disneyland ticket. This was a Pinterest find, and I just glued this straight down along the bottom of the page to decorate it and fill in that empty space. And that's pretty much my whole journaling session, you guys. I think it's really helpful to sit down with a journal and use that as a tool to map out your goals and to refer to this often, to try and keep you productive and to keep you on track to reaching all the things you hope to reach. I hope you guys enjoyed this little process video. Make sure you go ahead and check out the other girls' videos to see how they journaled about their goals and what they did for this journaling session if you're interested in this kind of thing. If you're looking for more inspiration on goal setting for the new year or using your journal for goal setting, definitely go check out their channels. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this journaling process, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.